Welcome to our podcast dedicated to the main events of Italian diplomatic activity abroad. The international community expressed concern over Israeli attack on Iran launched before dawn on Friday, June 13. The attack mainly targeted nuclear sites, but also hit air defenses, weapon depots, and the Iranian chain of command. The chief of staff of the Iranian army, the leader of the Revolutionary Guards, and Khamenei's political advisor were killed. Following the first attacks, an emergency meeting was held at the foreign ministry with ambassadors from the region. Amid the Israel-Iran crisis, which reignites long simmering tensions, international leaders have called for de-escalation, a message reiterated by Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani. I had a long conversation with the Israel Foreign Minister asking to avoid an escalation. I will do the same with the Iranian Foreign Minister and ask him to avoid an escalation. Furthermore, I will work with the Foreign Minister of Oman to try to resume the dialogue that has been suspended. As you know, a meeting was planned for Sunday in Muscat, the capital of Oman, a country trying to mediate between the United States and Iran to prevent Iran from building a nuclear bomb. I repeat, I will work with him to try to reopen diplomatic negotiations. Minister Tajani also assured that no Italian citizens are involved and that the repatriation of non-essential embassy staff from Tehran is under consideration. The issue of military spending was at the center of the meeting between Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, who was received at Palazzo Chigi on June 12. The meeting provided an in-depth exchange on building a more innovative and competitive defense industry complementary to the work of the European Union. Firm support for Ukraine was also reiterated during the meeting. On June 11th, little Adam, the only surviving child of 10 siblings killed along with their father in Israeli bombing in Gaza, arrived in Milan, where he was admitted to Niguarda Hospital. This was announced by Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani. Adam's mother, a pediatrician, survived because she was not home at the time of the attack. In total, around 80 Palestinian citizens have arrived from Gaza on 3 separate flights. 17 are children accompanied by family members and destined for various Italian hospitals. We must do everything possible to bring peace to Gaza, Tajani reiterated on the sidelines of the Connected Mediterranean Summit held in Nice as part of the 3rd UN Ocean Conference. Israeli attacks against the civilian population must stop immediately. We have said enough is enough, Tajani stated. The Israeli hostages held by Hamas must be released immediately and a reconstruction plan for Gaza must be implemented, which in our opinion should be led by an Arab country. During his speech in Nice, Tajani announced that in October 2026, Rome will host the first Euro-Mediterranean Water Forum, inviting all European countries and the Balkans. Tajani also stated that next year Rome will host a meeting of foreign and environment ministers of the Union for the Mediterranean. In Nice, the Italian foreign minister also held talks with French President Macron, who chaired the UN Ocean Conference. The Secretary General of the Italian Foreign Ministry, Ambassador Riccardo Guariglia, carried out a mission to Tehran in June 7 and 8, following Minister Tajani's instructions. Guariglia chaired a session of bilateral consultation of cultural, political and economic issues with Deputy Foreign Minister Takht Ravanchi and was received by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. The deadline to apply for the Stockholm Prize, a residency program dedicated to sustainability and eco-innovation in the fashion design sector, has been extended to June 22, 2025. Now, in its 3rd edition, the prize is promoted by the Ministry of Culture, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Italian Cultural Institute in Stockholm. All information and the call for applications are available on the Institute's website. On the occasion of the European Fencing Championship in Genoa, Palazzo Tursi is hosting the photographic exhibition by Augusto Bizzi titled Beauty in a Gesture, open free of charge every day until June 19. The project results from an agreement between the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Italian Fencing Federation and the network of diplomatic consular offices, Italian Cultural Institute and Italian Trade Agency offices to promote Italy's image worldwide through fencing. In Skopje, at the Grand Hall of the Macedonian Philharmonic, a concert by Antonio Forcione Quartet was held, with the support of the Italian Embassy in Skopje and the Italian Cultural Institute in Belgrade. A fascinating musical journey filled with influences and evocative atmospheres from around the world, from the romance of Mediterranean music to the seductive, intense rhythms of Brazilian and Africa to contemporary jazz, much appreciated by the audience. And that's all for now. Thanks for your attention and stay tuned.